Welcome.
We're so happy to be here. Thank you for coming to the meeting. In 1 second, if you can turn on your cameras, that would be great. Is there Journey, Tina, and Sahari?
Satnam, welcome.
Are you there? If you're there, please turn on the cameras. Hopefully, if it's possible for you, so we can see each other. We're also recording this class, so and this meeting, so we can have it for the rest that are not gonna be capable to be here. Satnam, Journey, good to see you. Satnam, Tina.
Hola, hola.
So we invite to this gathering today. Can you hear us well? Yes, it's loud enough. Yes, okay. A ver. Okay. Okay. So the idea of this space today is that we get together for maybe an hour, maybe a little more than an hour, to tell you a little more about our experience with Kundalini Yoga, have a practice also,
Yes. Oh,
and share a little bit more about what is to be part of the Kundalini teacher training, or this very deep immersion in Kundalini Yoga. And so we're really happy that we have the chance to do this. And for the ones that are seeing the recording, if you get to have any question, well, you can access to us through WhatsApp or any other mean, or if you're in the group, in one of the groups, you can just send any question there. The same for the ones that are here. We'll have some time to share a little bit about the questions that you might have right now, but in case later on you have any questions, just please don't hesitate to send the questions. I think um, it is an interesting journey to take the decision to join a course, a training that it has a certain extent of time, and also a powerful knowledge and practice
profound
within a
experience.
profound experience. So I know there's always going to be questions. We went through that many years ago, and since we have been teaching and delivering these teachings, we've seen it with other people. There's always questions, and most people don't ask for them. They don't look for maybe for answers, and we're always open to let you know everything that we know, everything that we can assist you with. So please ask your questions and we'll be there.
Yeah.
So let's begin. Let's
Yes.
begin with a pranayam.
Yeah. We want to share a beautiful pranayam that we love it, because what it does is helping us to really make conscious the unconscious. Yes. Connect the subconscious minds with our intuition. That means we're going to be working and stimulating Ajna chakra, that is the sixth chakra. It's going to be activating the third eye, and also that means the pituitary gland. Yes. So we're going to do this with the breath, the powerful of the breath and the mudras. So we are going to inhale in 2 segments powerfully through nose, and we're going to exhale powerfully. I'm sorry, yes, the opposite way. Inhaling in 2 segments with mouth and exhaling 1 segment with nose. Yes, but this we need to do it fully, full capacity, complete yogic breath. In the first inhalation, we are going to stimulate the lower stomach, opening and expanding the stomach. And then the second time, the chest, opening it. And then 1 full exhalation, contracting the abdomen, pulling the navel point in and exhaling through both nostrils at the same time. So in total will be 3 seconds, more or less, the complete cycle. Yes? So we are going to do Yan Mudra. We're going to press thumb and index finger and bring the mudra next to the shoulders. We need to move shoulder blades to the back, opening the heart center. Yes? We are going to bring the chin in Yalandharavan, closing the neck, the throat, and chest is up. Yes? We're going to be focusing the eyes in the tip of the nose and just a little bit open. Just a little bit of light is coming through. So this is the position. I invite you to come into it. Feel how is the asana. Feel the shoulder blades touching in the back. Stretch the cervicals and see the tip of the nose. So in this position, we can start. So keep going, use all your capacity to breathe through mouth in 2 segments. Pulling yourself of air and pulling your navel point in strongly while you exhale. Keep focusing in the tip of the nose, giving guidance to the mind and the energy. 1/10 open, a little bit of light is coming in. your chest up and your chin in. So the energy can flow up to your crown. Meditate in your breath. It's common that you feel the mind telling you to stop. Some resistance starts to pop up. The ego doesn't want us to really listen to the intuition. The ego doesn't want us to make conscious the unconscious, to give light to darkness. But this is what is happening. But you need to keep going. You need to go through the resistance and through the limitations of the mind. So in sign point will be the thin line to cross it. So don't stop it. Keep going. Keep seeing the tip of your nose. Now inhale deep. Hold your breath in. Hold it in. Apply mule band. Squeeze pelvic floor. Pull mule band in. Squeeze it. Bring navel point in and up. Keep focusing in the tip of your nose. Stay in the posture. Slowly and control. Exhale through nose. Relax the chest, the abdomen. Pull navel in. Hold the air outside and apply mule band or root clock. Squeeze pelvic floor. The energy is going up to your spine right now, all the way through your chakras, stimulating them, awakening your third eye. Inhale. Hold the breath. Chest is up, chin is in, and focus on your third eye now. Apply the root lock, mule band. Try to relax your body as much as possible. And slowly through nose exhale. Exhale everything out. And with no air, apply mule band. Squeeze pelvic floor. Through mouth, inhale deep. your breath. Apply more balance. And slowly exhale through nose. Relax your hands. Keep eyes closed. Just be with feeling any sensation and observe. Maybe you feel that space more calm and quiet. Now we can inhale and exhale. And gently we can come back and open our eyes.
Just be aware of how your body is feeling. Focus your gaze onto the screen. Just try to stay very aware with your eyes open. And try to recognize the state. Just the way you're feeling, maybe a little more calm, maybe a little more present. The mind is a little more peaceful. One of the things that the yogis are more aware of is the breath. The science of yoga have many different layers and levels, and the breath is probably one of the most powerful and unique ways of yoga. If we think about how we can achieve a new state, how we can enhance our life and our capacity, experience an open heart, experiencing a more happy life. One of the beautiful thing, and I think in a way one of the uniqueness of Kundalini Yoga, more than other sort of practices, is that we focus a lot into the breath, and pranayama. It's very much embedded into the practices we do, and that is one of the many reasons why usually in Kundalini Yoga we get to have a powerful and deeper experience in a very short time frame. We know in yoga that by controlling our breath, we control our mind. And that's a very important thing to know. And if you don't know this, you better try to grasp this concept. It has been very well researched now by science that if you start controlling the breath, the frequencies and the patterns of waves of the mind start changing very rapidly. And so if you practice and you become very aware of your breath throughout the day, you can have an impact in the way your mind, your brain is working. And you can find more coherence in the way the hemispheres are working between them and different places of the brain, how they connect. And because of that capacity that the control of the breath, and that's pranayama, has in the mind, then all of the other systems will follow. So when we start controlling the breath and we start changing the way the brain and the nervous system works, then this will put a sign into the higher glands, the endocrine system. The pituitary specifically and the pineal gland are stimulated when we start controlling the breath in a certain way. And so depending on the type of pranayama or breath work and the extent of that practice, you will start having an impact in the way you feel. because the feelings are related with the chemicals that the body release. So if you are affecting the patterns of the brain, then you affect the way you feel, then life can change very rapidly. The perception of the reality we have around us is related with the capacity of how you feel and how you perceive through your senses. And so when you start having control over your body, your mind, your nervous system, and all the other systems, then you have a capacity to observe reality in a very different way. So maybe you notice through the 3.5 minutes, 4 minutes that we did the pranayam, how you started and how you finish with a very short practice. This practice, we usually do it for 11 minutes.
Mhm.
So if you keep going with these practices, for example, the one we just did, there will be a deeper change in the physiology of your experience of life in the life in your body. And so the beauty about the science of yoga, in this case the Kundalini yoga, is that we go very deep into different layers and levels that we have, the different bodies. We work with 10 different bodies. All of them have a relationship with the way you experience reality. Also, every time we work through this technology, we're enhancing the flow of the life force, the prana, through our subtle systems, not only the more dense systems like I just spoke, like the nervous system and all of the other ones, but we're talking about the subtle system like the nadis, that are also the meridians, called in other languages, the chakras, the flow of this life force start flowing in a different way. And because it happens, really that push the mind to enter in a different state of perception. So this is part of what we really love about the experiences and the practices we have learned through the years, is that we can very much affect the way we feel and change many things in our life. For me, for example, a few days ago, this is an example of many others that I have gone through, but usually I never have headaches, and especially very strong ones. And I think it was a week ago, a little more, that I started experiencing a very, very big headache. It was so big that I couldn't really do much. I had to stay in bed. And I felt it growing and growing and growing. And I was like, okay, this is very strange. But immediately I thought, even if I was feeling very bad, I thought, okay, this is a good moment to apply the knowledge I have. Instead of being in bed and this problem maybe increasing and maybe getting to, I don't know, to go to a pharmacy and get some medicine, some drugs, I sat down and I said to myself, okay, what options do I have? And since I have been teaching this for a very long time and I have helped people get rid of headaches, for example, I said, okay, I will do one pranayam that I know is very effective. And so I started doing this, it's called the alternate nostril pranayama. It has other names in Sanskrit, but this is the one typically we refer, that name. And I started doing it, and at the beginning, I didn't feel much happening, but after maybe 5 minutes, and I did it for 11, that is usually the minimum time we tend to do that practice. I finished in 11 minutes, and the headache was gone totally. I did another pranayam just because I was feeling good. I was okay, let's keep up. So I did the one pranayam that we're going to do at the end, the breath of life. And the headache never came back again. And so I was, again, this is not surprising because I have gone through this. And of course, I have helped people heal many things with practices, like this. But it was again something very special for me to recognize that a pranayam that sometimes we teach in class and we're feeling really healthy, we are probably not considering that we have any issue whatsoever when we practice usually yoga. Anyway, is working in balancing something in such a profound way that you might not be aware that it can really take out all pain from a headache. So that is very impressive, and that those are part of the practices that when you dive deeper in Kundalini yoga, more than just going to a regular class, you know, you start understanding how the system works, the subtle systems, the biology of the body, and how the different techniques are applied to have different outcomes. Then you understand that if you do this thing for a certain period of time, you will have this result. And this is why we tend to talk about the science or the technology of Kundalini Yoga, because if done properly, it's very precise the result. You will get get what you want. The problem usually is that most people don't do the things the way they are supposed to do. They you know, many times we encounter this tendency of what is the word in English? Procrastination, or not feeling that you want to keep going. It feels uncomfortable. I don't want to move. I don't want to continue. But if you keep going with the rhythm, with the practice, with the precision that the best you can, you will go through that barrier, that blockages, the blockages, and then what is happening is that you're gonna break them, and there will be literally an explosion of new energy that was condensed in this type of blockage. It could be beliefs, could be emotions, could be different things, traumas. This energy will be open, and then because of the practice you're doing, you will channel that energy in a healthy way. And that's one of the reasons why yoga works better for certain things than just running or going to the gym, you know, because the science and the practice you're doing is moving in a very specific channel, in a very specific way, the energy that you are releasing or the energy that you are creating. For what? For the purpose of yoga. Yoga meaning the unity of your lower identity, or your ego identity, the one that you relate in society. When someone asks you who you are, you say your name, where you're from, what did you study, what your work, and so on, with the um, identity of everything that some people will call it God, universal consciousness, great spirit, you know. And this is the idea, to unify, to become something greater than what we have been taught, greater than what we have been experienced. And to get to that level, it's all about energy. It's all about prana. This is something that most people, even the people that study yoga, don't realize the importance of the energy enhancement that is needed if you want to become healthy and if you want to become very spiritual. If you want to understand knowledge, you know, this type of secret knowledge, or the type of knowledge that is not taught in the schools or universities, you know, the knowledge of life, it comes to you because you have enough energy. And so information is a field of energy. So if you keep expanding and moving this energy and enhancing this life force, as we call prana, and channel it in a certain way, it awakens your wisdom. It awakens information fields that are everywhere all the time. And then you have realizations, epiphanies, and you understand things that most people will not, only because you're enhancing your energy. You're enhancing that life force, the flow of it in a certain specific way. And so it works like magic many times.
Yeah, it says that this practice is for the Aquarian age. Yes, we came out from the Pisces age, where was duality, was the ego and the fear based and moving us. Now is a moment where we need, because the soul is shouting inside of us that wants to express itself. And that is love, compassion, get unified. And this is a practice specifically for that. What happened to me many years ago, 15 years ago, I was searching in life tools and healing tools, everything that would help me to really find my purpose, find the purpose of being here in life. Yes, I was struggling with anxiety, with stress. All my body was really tense. I was with bruxism.
I don't know how you say that
In
word in
English,
English. I guess it's
bruxismo
similar.
in Spanish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was going to all the healing sessions I could find. And of course, I started to learn type of healing. I was doing yoga, ashtanga, hatha. I tried different ones, Iyengar, but I was doing more hatha at that time because I could learn some types of movements and then travel through the world and keep going. But suddenly I found Kundalini. I never listened it before. And I went to a class and I was so surprised. I couldn't believe what I was feeling at that moment. I felt in peace, really peace with myself within, that I was asking for that for many years before. I was asking to feel again that peace, that calmness, and or that connection. And this Kundalini practice gave that to me. And I felt it so deep that I was keep practicing. And from there, I never stopped until now. 15 years ago. I'm 12 years teaching. Since I studied it, I keep teaching it because it was so profound for me, and is still it is. Every time I go to a practice, I practice for myself my sadhana. It's amazing what it does. All day will change for you if you do some Kundalini practice in the morning, some pranayam or a kriya or a meditation, the mantras. And yeah, from then I could see transformation in people, deep transformation in people. All the students that were coming to our classes until now, it's impressive. And that's why we are here now speaking to you today, to keep teaching and teach teachers of Kundalini, because this is a powerful tool to awaken the truth, that love, that peace that lives within us, and really help to see the world in a different way, to see with more clarity, be more with the flow of the energy, we be with the open heart, the flowing, not getting deep in detached with the fear, with the maybe sadness, all those emotions that we know that we carry from the past. We are open to release the past, to really start walk in more a freedom state in your life. And it's also very impressive how the energy start to move in your surroundings. You will start to affect your family, you will start to affect your friends, all the area where you're living, because you are creating more flow of the energy through you. Yes, the flow of the life force of the universe or source is expressing through you. When the ego is in the control of us, it's active in us, the flow of the spirit can't flow. Or is the ego or is the spirit? Is the time the past or the future, or is the present moment? It can't happen at the same time. And Kundalini Yoga, it's a very quick tool to really change the perception, the mind, and the body to stay in the present moment.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just by being in classes, you can certainly experience a little bit of this. But if you want to really engage in a life-changing experience, I think that's when studying and understanding who you are through the yogic knowledge, and specifically the unique things that Kundalini Yoga can offer, it can really make a big impact and a big difference in our life. As we have seen students that, especially when we arrive here to Costa Rica, there's a more diversity of different countries and people coming from different places. And we've seen so many beautiful experiences, even touching the miracles, like someone that came to a class of us and it was in a very deep depression, even thinking about suiciding. And this is not the first time that happened to us. This doesn't mean that Kundalini Yoga, the idea is to heal. The consequence of the practice is that usually you will heal a lot of things that you didn't know you have, or things that you're pretty aware that you have and haven't happened any healing through, you know, the conventional sort of medicine. And I remember this guy coming with a huge depression. And when he had this first experience, for the first time in a long period of time, he felt it kind of like peaceful and more alive. And so he came to express that. And since that moment, he started coming very frequently, mostly to everything that we were sharing at that time. And he felt it a renewed energy, a very powerful energy. He felt he was alive again, smiling, creating new things.
He started to love himself again.
It started to love himself. That's something that I hope everyone can experience. And what happened is that every time he stopped coming, he felt it, the kind of the energy pulling him a little down. And so what happens is that, like anything, like going to the gym, but in this case, you know, practicing a spiritual technology, or in this case, Kundalini yoga, it happens that you need to sustain the practice with frequency, you know, consistency for a certain period of time until your whole body really gets into this new state of homeostasis, you know, coherence. And then the chemistry of your body, the way your DNA is reproducing itself, start changing, because you keep up with this practice where you keep telling your system, your body, to be in a better way, in a better experience, in a better higher feelings, you know, better mindset, and so on. And then suddenly those type of diseases or depression in any way or shape or form, they just go away. And they can certainly go away. I remember when I was studying, a few of the how do you say, the friends that were studying at the time with me, they were taking drugs, pills, you know, because of thyroid problems. Other thing I think was high blood pressure. I don't remember well. But I remember clearly when suddenly, after a few months into the Kundalini teacher training, they openly said, you know, I want to express this. For whatever reason, I have been going to the doctor, and the doctor recognized that I didn't need to continue with the same power of the treatment, and start decreasing the treatment. And by the end of the teacher training, in that case, mine was 12 months, almost a year, um, both people were not taking those drugs. And usually when you have those type of imbalances, the standard medicine will tell you that you have to take the drug for all your life. You need it, you know, because you are not being capable of producing that. But that is just a matter of how you move the chi, the energy, the life force. And if you keep it going, then the body remembers how to heal. And so that's a beautiful thing.
I remember another student that was coming with huge headaches, but those headaches that
Migrañas. I don't know the word in English. Migraines.
Migraines.
Migraines, I think.
So, but it was so hard for her. He couldn't go to work almost with 1 week.
Black glasses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Black glasses. For her, being a mom with 2 or 3 kids, I think 3 kids, was really a struggle. And she was fighting with the husband because this was really like blocking her down completely. And she of course was trying different type of healing methods, the traditional ones, the holistic ones, but nothing was taking out this huge headache that were very often actually. And suddenly she got to our classes, and she was very committed. You could see her coming to every class, but she was feeling so great. She stopped feeling those migraines. She was feeling very happy. She started to have energy for her family, for the job, was very focused, very more intuitive too. And she was very happy with this practice. Actually, she was in our teacher training from last year studying the technology because she was amazed of how she was healing herself through the practice.
So I think one of the interesting things that will happen in, for example, a teacher training is that you're going to be committed to be there for extended period of time. So there's a commitment, but also that commitment and that practice and the knowledge that you're going to be gathering throughout this about 6 months that will be in this case the teacher training will make huge impact in your life. And I think the most amazing thing that can happen after you finish, if you feel the call, this is not for everyone, but is starting teaching others
to share
you know
it.
when you start sharing and you start getting many of these type of experiences in your life where you're just in that pure heart state, open heart, sharing this for because you love it, because for you have been a good thing, and then suddenly people around you start feeling better, people start being very grateful because of how they're feeling, how they're healing their own problems. I think that's just something so profound to experience. So I really, from the bottom of my heart, I would love this type of knowledge and this type of technology. Of course, there's many other things around the world, but this is one that it is clearly we have been, studying and researching and practicing different things. And this is clearly, there's something very unique. And so if a lot of people could learn all of this and start sharing, even if it's a little bit of it, practices, maybe a pranayama mantra or some type of meditation, not a very big entire kriya, life in this world could be so much change. And due to all the chaos we're experiencing in this Aquarian age, one of the tools that can take you to the other side of these problems that are only going to increase in the coming years is the knowledge that this technology can have. It's very, very,
Yes.
very clear for me now.
We love it.
We love it.
We
As you can
love
see, we can keep talking forever. But we wanted to share a little bit of our experience for you to relate maybe in some level. And hopefully feel excited about learning more. We're gonna have another of these meetings. It will be in a week more.
Yeah.
Where we're also going to invite one of the lead teachers of the program. We're going to have time to dive deeper into certain things that we're just very, very briefly having an overview of what you can experience through this Kundalini teacher training.
But we're very excited because the teacher training is coming soon.
Very soon.
Yeah. We will start at the end of October.
And I'm sure Journey and Tina that are here very excited about it. I hope so. We're going to have time at the end to open the mic so we can share a little bit. And if anyone have a question about the teacher training or Kundalini in general, we can share a little more.
Of course.
So let's share the practice we
Yes.
wanted for today.
We want to share with you some deeper practice now.
Yes, although since we don't know who is going to be here, we didn't want to choose a very difficult practice, but this is a practice that I'm sure you're going to enjoy, and you are going to feel it in a certain degree. We're gonna do a series of 3 different practices, one after the other one, that is for we call it infinite prosperity. So, of course, there's no time to express this. That's why this very long teacher training things to try to understand what happened. But what we're going to be doing will affect many different layers of ourselves. In the science of yoga, for example, the hands are very, very important, more than what people might be aware of. In every finger, we have the capacity to affect the elements, like the earth, the water, the fire, the air, and the ether,
The tattvas.
The tattvas, that is called in Sanskrit. But also the fingers are related with astrology. Every finger is related with a certain planet of our solar system. So the hands, even the palms, have different properties depending where you stimulate them. There's the lunar part of the hands, and there's the Venus area also, mount. And so depending on what you do with the fingers and how you connect them or how you disconnect them or how you compress with certain level of energy, you will be affecting your entire system because everything is wired together. That's very obvious. I would say my hand is connected to my body, so of course I have an stimulation. So what we're gonna do, we'll start balancing the energies inside of us to get into this state where we feel focused, we feel open, and we feel empowered to do what we need to do to have the things we want to have. Prosperity for us in Kundalini Yoga, it's a matter of knowing that you're going to have what you need to have in the moment you need to have it. So it's not about trying to hold, equity or things or money. It's about knowing that because you are in that flow state and connection, when you want to achieve something, in the moment you're going to do that action, you're going to receive everything you need from the synchronicities of the universe.
It's also a way of connection with the intuition. It's where when the mind start to calm and the polarities start to be more neutral, we can really listen the intuition. We can be the intuition, and the intuition is telling you what to do in when, with whom connect, which project do, where to put your energy. Yes, what to release and let go, what to observe and accept. Yes, what to just listen and be in love. See? So to transmute and to connect deep is prosperity. Prosperity is coming out from the automatic state of being.
It's all about the way you connect to your soul or the way you connect to your spirit. When you are connected to your Satnam, to your true identity, or you're in the vicinity of that, then you become very prosperous because there's no fear. There can't be fear. Fear is the illusion, is the Maya. So when you are near that state of deep connection with your true identity, your true self, then you are present and you know things and things happen and you know what actions to take, you know what to do, you know what to say. It's just everything very well coherent and synchronized.
Synchronicity?
Yeah,
synchronized?
Synchronized, yes, with everything that need to happen at that time. So we're going to open the space with the Adi mantra. That is part of what we also always do before a practice. And then we're going to just move a little bit the spine. I will tell you what is the practice. We're going to go through the practice, and then we're going to share a little bit more how it was for you. And we're going to dive a little deeper into the next steps of what we are here to do today. So let's tune in. We always tune in with the Adi mantra. That is Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. In this case, we're going to play the mantra with through the speakers, so you will listen to it instead of listen our voice. Okay? So I invite you to sit very comfortable and stretch your spine all the way up. Elevate your chest. Close your eyes. And start deepening your breath. Try to relax your belly, your diaphragm, and try to keep yourself very tall, stretching yourself up, trying to reach with the crown, the ceiling, the sky. Keep yourself focused in your breath. Elevate your chest a little bit and bring your chin in Jarandharavan. And focus your gaze, your eyes in the space between your eyebrows. So your drishti is focused in your third eye, in Agna Chakra. And let's bring palms together in praying mudra in front of your heart center. Try feeling the touch of your palms and fingers very well joined together. And with your thumb, gently touch this area of your sternum, your heart center. And if you know the mantra, just sing with it, go with it. If not, just listen the first time. It repeats itself 3 times, the Adi mantra. And then we're going to chant the Mangala Chara mantra. That's the mantra of protection from the heart. Inhale deep in. Hold your breath. Focus your attention in your third eye and apply root log, mulvan. Squeeze your pelvic floor, lift it up and bring your navel in and stay very focused. And slowly exhale through nose. Slowly bring your hands down.
We're going to do some warming up. So let's stay with our hands in our knees. And we're going to start doing this movement with the spine, giving flexibility. Yes, we're going to inhale, moving forward, exhale, moving backwards. The powerful breath. This helps to create space, new pathways through the spine to the flow of the life force. So keep your eyes closed, rolling them to the third eye, in between your eyebrows. So hear yourself inhaling, going forward, and hear yourself exhaling deep, going backwards. Pulling your navel in, you exhale everything out. And stop the movement. Inhale deep, hold the breath, and apply move band, squeezing pelvic floor. And slowly exhale, and just feel for a moment. The energy moves and then start to settle down. Now I invite you to stretch your legs. We're going to inhale, stretching up to stretch the spine a little bit. And exhale and grab your big toes with medium and index finger. Pull them to yourself. If you can't do that with knees straight, just grab your ankles or any place in your legs. We are going to press with the thumb the tip of the nail of the big toe, where is the pineal reflective area. We are going to inhale, stretching here. Chest is up, chin is in. And we are going to exhale, coming down. Inhale, stretching. Exhale, contracting. And again with a powerful breath, always through nose. A nice close, stimulating Ajna chakra or the pituitary gland. Inhale deep, hold your breath. Apply mold band, squeezing pelvic floor. Exhale and go down and stay down with no air. Holding breath outside. Inhale. Exhale, and we can come back to cross legs. To Sukhasana. Let's grab our shoulders and twist the spine, inhaling left, exhaling right. Always breathing through nose and focusing your drishti, your gaze, in between your eyebrows. So this is opening the chest, opening your heart to allow the energy or the Kundalini energy rise up through your spine to stimulate the higher glands and the higher chakras. Deepening your breath is going to deepen your experience. The breath affects directly the brain, the waves of the thoughts, and helps to calm. So gently stop in the center. Inhale deep and hold your breath, and apply mul band, root lock. Focus your gaze. And now slowly exhale and relax your arms and stay with you for a moment to observe. And let's make a deep breath in and exhale.
And very slowly start coming back and open your eyes. Very good. So I will explain the three parts of the kriya we're gonna do. The first one is quite easy. The idea is that you breathe in segments. So we're gonna inhale in 4 segments through mouth. The idea is to do a yogic breath. That means, as you explained at the beginning, that when we inhale, we start putting the air below our the lower part of the lungs or the stomach area. So you expand here. So we're gonna do 4 strokes, and we're gonna start inhaling until we full our capacity of air, okay, of intake of air. And then we are gonna exhale through nose in 4 segments. So it will be 4 segments in through mouth, and then 4 segment out through nose to empty yourself. And the way to exhale is first exhaling from the top of the lungs, then the middle of the lungs, then the navel coming in. So we're gonna do this cyclical breathing with 4 strokes inhaling through mouth, 4 stroke exhaling through nose, in the rhythm of the mantra Har that we're gonna be listening in the background. So that's the first part of it. Then the second part, that we're going to be doing it for a longer period of time than the first one, is this practice that we have in Kundalini Yoga that is part of entire Kriya. But this practice itself is a practice for prosperity. You know, every time you breathe, every time you do pranayama, actually you're working at the level of prosperity, abundance, and many, many different things. That's why it is said that if you breathe, you will have everything you need. And so in this case, what we're going to do is a very specific movement with the hands, where we're going to place the hands, all fingers together, and the thumbs are going to cross when they are in this position, facing down. So the right thumb will go underneath the left one, with the hands in this position, more or less in front of your heart center, with the palms facing down. Okay? The elbows are going to be close to your rib cage, and what we're going to do, we're going to hit the hands at the rhythm of the heart that you're listening at the background, and we're going to start doing this movement. Har, 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 har. There's entire knowledge of yoga embedded in what we're doing here and the energies we're moving only by doing this process. Okay, we're not going to go into details. So the idea is that you're going to be doing this. You have to hit the hands with certain force. It's not a very gentle one, but also it's not very powerful that you will feel pain. But you need to stimulate. You have to hit the palms in this area. This is the lunar area, okay? And then the index, mostly the index, okay? So this is the rhythm that we're gonna do with the rhythm of the heart. At the same time that we're doing this, we're gonna sing the mantra. I'm saying Har, 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 Har. When you sing the Har, Har is a name of God in India. The letter R needs to be put strongly as much as you can, and the tongue has to hit the upper palate. So it stimulates specific meridian points. We have 84 meridian points. That's why the science of mantra is so powerful, because we stimulate different places in the upper palate, and we have a different sort of waveforms that start happening in the brain. So we're going to be doing Har, 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 Har. And then the other part is that you're going to be looking the tip of the nose, as we did at the beginning. And the last thing is that you are going to be kind of feeling by itself that the navel area will contract when you do Har. But in this case, you're going to contract it a little bit more. Going to put an intention in the navel area. So let's do it for just a moment, for you to have the idea. Place your hands in this place, the palms facing down. The hands doesn't need to be touching your heart center. It's just a little bit in front of it. And from here, look in the tip of your nose. And when you chant Har, you hit the hands and you move the navel in. Let's begin. Har, 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 Har. We're gonna be using another Har that is gonna be a little faster, but it's basically the same sound that is at the back. So that's the second part. We're gonna be very focused and very present in this movement that will create an electromagnetic change in your entire body and system that will make the flow of the prana change. When we finish this part, I will ask you to have your hands like if you were receiving water in your hands. So we're going to place the hands here in front of your chest with the palms facing up. This is a mudra to receive, and also a very beautiful mudra to open the heart. And so here, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just do what we call the life breath. The idea of this pranayama, that is one of the ones that I most enjoy because it's very useful, very powerful, and teach you a lot of things about yourself, is that you will control the inhalation and the exhalation, and you will be holding the air in for a specific amount of time. It has to be the same amount of time in each step. That means that usually the idea is to do 20 seconds of inhalation, so it's very slow inhaling in the yogic way. Then you are gonna hold the breath in for 20 seconds and then exhale in 20 seconds. Most people can't really do that. 20 seconds is one breath per minute. If you're not trained, usually it's not possible. So the idea would be that you probably start with 10 or 12 seconds, whatever feels right for you. Randomly choose an amount of time and see how it goes. But you have to maintain the same amount of time in each step of the process. So if you get to choose 10 seconds, you inhale in 10, you hold in 10, you exhale in 10. The tricky thing is that you need to choose the amount of time that you can consistently do for about 5 minutes, but also it's not very easy to do. Like there needs to be this layer of a little bit of challenge to try to control the impulses of your body, to try to inhale fast or exhale fast, and you need to be in control. Okay, so that's a very simple but very, very beautiful pranayama. So the idea will be that we are in this position, and let's just do it once. Get your hands in position. Close your eyes. Roll your eyes to the space between your eyebrows. Exhale all the air, and through your nose start inhaling in 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Full capacity. Hold the breath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and relax. So there you have an idea of how it felt. If it was easy, very, very easy to do it, increase this to 12 or 15 and see how it goes. If you get to do 15 and suddenly you feel that you can't control it enough, maybe decrease it a little bit more, but stay with the same time in each part of the breath. Okay? So very simple. I will guide you through the changes of the practice in each step of it, but it's important for you to have an idea. Okay? So let's prepare to begin. Okay, so let's stretch our spine up. We can have our hands in Yang Mudra, index and thumb together. You can look in the tip of your nose or have your eyes closed looking in your third eye. And we're gonna start by inhaling in 4 strokes through the mouth in the rhythm of the heart. When it's hard, you inhale 1, and then when you complete the inhalation in 4 strokes, you start exhaling through nose in 4 strokes at the rhythm of the heart. So, relax your breath, and let's begin. Control the exhalation with your navel. Try to use all the capacity of your breath. Now take a deep breath in. Hold the breath. Apply root lock Mulavan and focus your attention in your third eye. Try to suspend your mind, your body, your breath. Try to relax into the subtle energies in you. And through your nose, slowly exhale. Empty your lungs. Hold the breath out and apply root lock Mulavan Keep focusing your attention in your third eye. Feel your body. Relax it, but stay in that position. And now through your mouth, inhale deep in. Hold the breath. Keep looking into your third eye and apply root lock, Mulband. And slowly exhale. Let's just bring our hands into the second position. Palms looking facing down. Fingers all together. The thumbs are crossed underneath the hands. The right thumb underneath the left one. Just in a very comfortable position, maintaining your spine straight, your chest up, your chin in. Open your eyes a little bit and look in the tip of your nose. Focus your attention there. Try not to blink. And just be very present. And we're going to begin with the mantra Har. Hitting the hands as we practiced before, chanting it loudly, moving the navel in each Har. Begin. Har, 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 Har. Find the rhythm, stay with it. Vibrate the mantra Har, moving your navel. Har, 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 Har. Har, 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 Inhale deep. Hold your breath. Very slowly exhale. Place your hands with palms looking up, all fingers together like receiving water in your hands. Place this mudra in front of your heart center in a comfortable way, without tension. Keep your eyes closed. Focus your attention in your third eye. Keep your spine straight, your chest up, your chin in. And let's begin the breath of life. Exhale all the air through your nose. Begin inhaling at the time that you think is right for you. 10, 12, 15 seconds, whatever you choose. Just inhale in that amount of time and then hold the air for the same time. And then same time to exhale. And then you start all over again. Open yourself to receive the blessings of life. Your last round of pranayam, and when you exhale, just slowly bring your hands down and stay just feeling your body, your energy, the state of your being. Just observe the way you perceive your body, your mind. Observe the space within yourself, within your mind. Feel your heart. Feel the ways open, expand. Take a deep breath in. Hold that breath. Apply Mula Bandha and focus your gaze into your third eye. And slowly let it go. Take a deep breath in. Hold your breath. Focus your gaze in your third eye. Apply Rudlok Mula Bandha. Focus your attention in the portal of your third eye, Agna Chakra. Feel your heart. And very slowly and gently release the air through your nose. Relax your breath. Be very present in your body, feeling all the sensations, recognizing the state of being that you are right now. Try to recognize the subtle changes, and not so subtle, but the way you feel, how your mind and your perception have shifted in a different way. When you change the flow of your life, or you change the flow of your thoughts, the way your brain behaves, and you open yourself to a different path in your life. Now very slowly start coming back, opening your eyes. Satnam. How are you feeling?
Oh, great. Thank
Good.
you.
This is a really beautiful practice. It took us a certain time. It's not a typical Kundalini practice, but it takes us into a different state of our energy. So I hope everyone felt the shift it opens the heart. There's a moment where the heart start expanding
I felt
very
it.
beautifully.
Yes.
It's like an opening. I remember when we did this for 7 days in a row, guiding a group. The experiences were really, really beautiful. The experience everyone had, the opening, and certainly there's always people that, and it happened to us too, that magic happened in their lives. There's always these stories about new possibilities of work, someone finding a new person in their life, um, feeling differently, being more creative, and that is just a wonderful gift. So, for the last few minutes before we finish the space, we wanted to share with you just a very brief overview of what is the Kundalini teacher training, and if you want to maybe experience this very beautiful and powerful journey with us, how much it costs and how this works, just very briefly. By the way, can you send me the link of the website? I don't have it in the computer to the Telegram.
Yeah.
So just for you to have an idea, a Kundalini teacher training usually is done between 6 to 12 months of extent. And in the case of what we're gonna do, it will be the same program of 12 months that we're gonna compress it a little more in about 6 months. The Kundalini teacher training is done in such a way that really it's not possible to do it in 3 weeks or short period of time. So like sometimes it's yoga teach, just because there's too much of energy and spiritual thing happening around it. And certainly we need time to practice and feel how this really applies. It's not about the intellect. It's not about learning from a book, although we do have a very beautiful and very special book where we base the teachings that is very unique from Kundalini Yoga. But it's how you apply this into your own experience, the most important thing about the training. And when you have the experience, you never forget it again. And that is the important thing. You can memorize something, but then if there was no experience, that memory can go away. So usually these trainings, the training we do is a certified training by the old institution that is available in the world that is called Kundalini Research Institute. And this certification is the same one that you can get from any school that is certifying Kundalini teacher trainings. So it's the same base, the same knowledge, the same information. The difference is the teachers that all teachers have maybe a different style, but the curriculum is exactly the same. Usually these trainings in the US or in Europe may cost between 3,500 to 4,500 US dollars. In our case, we have done as much as possible to make it as affordable as we can, because we know that is a lot of money. Although for me, if the value of learning this is way beyond that amount, because of the impact that can have in your life. We never know how much we have saved in medical treatments, any sort of disease, just by applying this technology. We don't know, but for sure, we will maintain ourselves more healthy, more happy, and more empowered to do things in our life. So we want to just let you know a little bit about this program and review just very briefly the specific topics of the training. Here, the rain started very heavily, so we hope there's not too much noise in the background. Just one moment.
I can share with you when we start. We will start the last weekend of October. and we will finish in March of next year. Yes, it will be not every day, neither every week. We will get together 1 weekend per month, sometimes 2 weekends per month, Saturday and Sunday, for at least 6 hours, 5 or 6 hours, I think, every day. Yes.
So this is the website. We will send it out for everyone to know. This is Sirimarka. This is the lead teacher, one of the first yogis that started learning from the Yogi Bayan, the Hindu guy that brought this technology to the US and the world. Here you can download the program, but we will also send it after this video. You hear the certifications. You know, the one that we give out is this one, the certificate from Kundalini Research Institute. Although if you are already a yogi and you want a certificate from Yoga Alliance, it is totally possible to get one. This is something very unique because not all the schools of Kundalini Yoga can really get this other certificate. In case you want to get it, it's an extra fee because the standard program only gives the Kundalini Research Institute certificate. That is the one valid everywhere in the world. So the program, as Navkiran was saying, start at the end of October. There's 8 different models that we have, and the program that is the standard program around the world review very in depth all of these topics: the yoga philosophy, asana and alignment for kriyas of Kundalini Yoga. One that I really enjoy and really love, the mind and meditation, and pranayams and mudras. These two, I think, are the most unique and more powerful things through the program, or also the kriyas. But this is very important to get to understand. There's also mantra and sound that also is very, very, very beautiful. Then there's the yogic anatomy, where we talk about the science of raising up or awakening the Kundalini energy. This is a very unique thing about Kundalini Yoga. This is the science that have been written for thousands of years in very ancient scripts in India that very few people understand really in depth, and it's the base of all science of all yogas, but not all of them really works in the way or know in depth what is taught here in Kundalini Yoga. We also teach about the Western functionality anatomy. We teach about, of course, the structures of class and how to properly relax and guide meditations and kriyas. So this is specifically for the one that wants to teach classes, but also it's good for us to know when we are going to classes, we can know a little more what the teacher is guiding us through. Humanology is something very unique from Kundalini Yoga, and it's the science of how life is changing throughout different phases in your life. There is a very, very scientific but approach by psychological approach about how you should confront life depending on the age you are. And this is very beautiful, very, very unique knowledge. Also, we dive deeper into the yogic diet and the yogic lifestyles that are very needed to support a healthy lifestyle. So this is basically the program. Next time we get together, we're going to dive a little deeper and also answer any more questions that you might have. For everyone that is here today or the ones that are going to see the recording, we're going to have a special prize for the ones that want to join. The standard price that we have, it's $2,690 US. That's a standard price that we offer that is already very, very affordable compared with most programs around the world. But for everyone that is really interested today and for the next 7 days after looking this video or being here, we're going to offer a discount. So the price will be $2,222 US.
Right.
Yes. And if for any chance, any case, you don't have that money around in the next 7 days, just talk to us and we can see what we can do. You can do a down payment first of $500, and then we can kind of find the way that you can pay the rest in a few installments. We can talk about it later, but the most important thing is that if you feel the call, if you feel that this is something that can truly give you a new insight in your life, new tools that can enhance your life, because I think that's the thing at the end. This is not a religion. This is not like anything but just pure science of our human being that is delivered in such a graceful way that we can really have a different life by learning and practicing all of this. So I think that's the key. That's the key. It's not about like dressing in white or using this, or growing the beard in case of a man. Although you can probably do that. If there's reasons why we do this, there's scientific reasons more than spiritual ones, although there's energetic things that might enhance your capacity to connect to the subtle realms. But it's more about how do you master your own self. Here, you will learn tips and things that if you apply it right in a few minutes, in 3 minutes, in 5 minutes, in a very short period of time, you can rebalance your entire self. What that means is that you're going to have just a better life. You're going to be more happy. You're going to be more healthy. You're going to attract more things into your life that match that high vibration, that open awareness, that open heart that you want to become. That is your true identity. So if you feel the call, just jump into this, review the website if you want. But the most important thing, let us know that you're interested so we have a one-to-one video call where we can dive deeper into any question, any concern, anything that might be blocking you. Because we know when you are reaching to certain new knowledge, and specifically things like this that can change the way you live, it affects your ego, your mind. And your ego is very aware that you are here listening to this right now. So the resistance come up unconsciously to have excuses for whatever kind that will not let you kind of move easily into taking the decision. So for us, it's very important that we get together, we talk about any concerns, any questions that you might have, and clear them out. And just if you have any issue, just apply some of the technology, some of the practices that we keep sharing with you, and you will see how those resistances and blockages start melting away. It's just a matter of how your life flows, how your energy flows. That will give you the power to take a good decision in life. If this is a good decision for you, that is something that you have to decide. For us, it was a great decision. We're really happy to share this knowledge and everything we have learned so far through this journey. Would you like to say something before we close?
Well, everybody is invited. Nobody needs to know something. Hopefully have some practice, yes. But you will be very, yes, I know you will be very happy during the process, receiving a lot of love or self-love, self-knowledge, empowerment. You will build an energy from within that will be so creative, so expanded to really enrich your life and to share it with others. So we are so happy to share this knowledge with you.
And we have a second meeting next, when is it? Do you remember?
Next Tuesday, same time.
Next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday, 1st of October, I think.
We're going to send information, but we're going to have another of this style of meeting. We're going to share a beautiful practice, a different one. We're going to dive deeper into any questions that you might have. And we're going to invite Jaidev, that is the teacher I study with, that I really love. And he's a very nice and very special guy. And so he's going to give a little bit of his perspective. He's going to guide the practice. I think it will be a great, great experience. Even if you're not really into maybe doing the teacher training, I think come here, have the experience. Maybe you join us next year. But I think this is a great moment, especially for everything that's happening around the world. So if you have any questions, there's too much noise right now. We are on the time to finish the session today. But please, if you see the recording or if you have questions, send it through the WhatsApp group or directly to us if it's a private question. And we'll be glad to answer anything you ask.
We can finish this recap now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gloria.
To close this space, we invite you to chant 3 times Sat Nam. Yes, we can bring palms together, touching the heart center, breathing in deep. Satnam. Blessings to all. Hope to see you soon and see you in the teacher training.
Satnam.
Blessings.
Ciao, Journey.
Bye, Journey.
Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.